Hello everybody, welcome back once again. I am Joe the Lego Guy, and today I'm going to be looking at every Lego Iron Man minifigure that I own. This is not every Lego Iron Man minifigure that has ever existed. I'm missing maybe two, which I am planning on getting fairly soon, as well as the Comic-Con exclusive. I don't have that one either, because that's $6,000 for the minifigure. No, that's not okay. That's almost as much as my current car is. So we're gonna avoid that one for now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first one in no specific order, but let's go ahead. So I know I said no particular order, and definitely not in chronological order of, or excuse me, numerical order. But we are going to start with the Mark 1. It came in the set that all of these are displayed on. The Iron Man Hall of Armors, released this year in 2019. Fantastic minifigure. We have been waiting for this one for ages, basically since the first Iron Man movie came out 11 years ago. For some of these, they're just going to have the clear heads, as not all of them are Tony Stark. Some of them are just the suit. But amazing minifigure, one of my favorites that I've got here. Let's take a look at the next one. So the next one we're going to take a look at here is the Mark V, aka the suitcase suit. As far as the movie version goes, probably one of my favorite suits. Just so cool looking at that, how that suitcase transforms into the whole Iron Man suit. Unfortunately, it got destroyed in about a minute and a half, but just amazing minifigure. Again, it's just got the clear head under there, not the Tony Stark. This is just the suit. But all of the silver printing, all of the metallic under there is just absolutely phenomenal. And again, just one of my favorite suits of all time. We have also actually got the suitcase here. So this is one that I got in a set a long time ago. It was the Iron Man house from Iron Man 3, or excuse me, Iron Man 2, whichever one it was. So yeah, again, just phenomenal minifigure. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. Next one here is Mark 41, nicknamed Bones Armor. Again, all three of these last minifigures that we've seen all came in this set, the Iron Man Hall of Armors. Again, transparent clear head, nothing too special there, but the gold detailing on this is just phenomenal. It is fantastic. Absolutely go ahead and pick one of these sets up. I would highly recommend it. I actually saw it on sale the other day, from $60 down to $48. So if you find a place that has it, absolutely pick one up. Totally worth it. Next one here, I forgot which Mark this is, and I did not bother to take the time to look it up, so I apologize. But this is the one with the triangle, the triangle piece here. So it was originally made in Iron Man 3, I think, when they originally introduced the triangle part. So this is an older minifig by all means, and you can tell absolutely because of just the difference in printing. I mean, even if we take a look at, let's go with the Mark 7. Let's look at the Mark 5, the suitcase suit. So look at the difference in printing there. I mean, just astronomically different. And then if we look at even just the other gold-plated Iron Man helmets, so a newer, let's take a newer helmet and look at the differences there. The new one looks so much more gold, for lack of a better term, and you might not be able to see it a huge amount in the video, but this one is very dulled out, as well as the printing there is just a little sketchy. It's not quite all there, which is a video that I'm actually planning on making fairly soon. Just some of the oddities and differences between some of the figures that have bad printing and how they need to kind of up that a little bit, in my opinion. So let's put him back. Next one up here is a beautiful minifigure, the Heartbreaker armor. Oh, look at the detailing there. It's just so fantastic with all the all the bells and whistles. You've got your metallic gold, metallic silver, even the helmet piece here. I mean, it's got, as you can see, it's got the dark red printing on the bottom, as well as silver, gold, black around the eyes, and they actually printed the eyes blue. So just an amazing minifigure. And this one actually, I think, came in a fairly inexpensive set back in the day. I'm not too sure. I can't really remember here. Actually, you know what? I do remember. It came in like one of those $8 sets or $10 sets, depending on where you went, of the from Iron Man 3. It was the Mandarin Ultimate Showdown. So I actually just looked it up here real quick. So yeah, very, very nice minifigure. The Heartbreaker armor, you only saw it in the movie for a couple seconds. I wish he got some more on-screen time, but all in all, just super nice, amazing colors and detailing there. Here we are with our next edition of the Mark 43. So again, I mean, as in all of these minifigures, I have to say it, it's just great printing. Fantastic. He's got the little blue studs there. I just keep them on him. I don't know why. He just kind of chills like that. But I actually got this one in the Hulkbuster, the original, the first generation Hulkbuster set. So not too much to be said about this. He doesn't have the clear head. He does have the actual Tony head with the angry face on the back, regular face on the front. And now for one of my favorite minifigures of all time. Not just favorite Iron Man, but just favorite minifigures. This is the Silver Centurion. He only came exclusively in a poly bag that a GameStop gave away a couple of different times here. Most recently, just a few months ago, and if you went in and asked politely, they would give you one for free. All in all, I mean, this minifigure, this is a harder head to get. It's much more rare than the regular ones, as it has his grinning face and then his beat up face. But just, I mean, just amazing detail. There's dual molded arms with printing. There's printing on the side of the legs. And then if we take off the head and the dual molded armor here, we get just a beautiful armor piece with that awesome, the core, the arc reactor in there in the middle. So again, if you ever get the chance to pick this minifigure up, I mean, you're going to be spending probably $30, $40, $50 on him. But it's totally worth it by all means. I actually was going to do that before I heard about the GameStop thing. Once I heard about that, I went and picked one up from him. So yeah, very happy with that. Let's take a look at our next figure. So our next figure is actually one of the most common. This is the Mark 50 from Infinity War Lego sets. So it's probably one of the most common because it came in a bunch of different ones. So I've actually got 3 of this guy here. One is sitting over here. Obviously one is in the middle. And then there's the top one. But the top one actually has all of the armored bits, the nanotech, the whole 9. So this one only came in one set in Infinity War. It was the updated Milano ship from Guardians of the Galaxy, which is actually on sale for $30 right now at Walmart. $30. Not for the minifigure, for the set. But that is just a phenomenal deal. I think it's upwards of 50 to 60% off. So definitely pick one up. Just such an amazing deal. So let's put him back and take a look at our next one. So this one I actually really shouldn't have even included in here, as I'm not including the Iron Patriot or War Machine or anything, but I feel like this was one of the original versions of War Machine, so it deserved just a quick look, because originally this was the Mark II, the one that Rhodey took from Tony. So obviously this has got all of the little bits and pieces, but as you can see there, it says 002. This was the Mark II. Awesome suit. Great to see it in the actual set, but this is not Tony. This is Rhodey. So yeah, probably shouldn't have included him in here, but because I like the Mark II, I felt like I probably should. All right, so moving on right now, in front of us, we have the Mark 42, which I actually, once again, do have a duplicate of. The other one is up here. This one actually has Tony's face. As you can see, we've got the scared face and the regular face, which is actually this head is very, very well printed, so probably one of the better ones I own. But this one actually came in the Tony's house, which is very difficult to find now. But this one just has the white head because it's just an armor that's chilling there. Here we have the Iron Man Mark 45 armor. This came in another small set. It was only like $10. I actually found it at a store that I frequent once in a while, way pushed back on the back of the shelf. This is from Age of Ultron, so you know those sets are very old at this point. But that is perfectly okay. I got it for pretty cheap. Great detailing for how old of a minifigure this is. There's no foot printing, which they normally have on almost every Iron Man minifigure now. But it does have this nice dark pearl gray sides to the helmet. It does give it a great little look there. My only complaint is that they messed up just that one little dot on the top. And it frustrates me just a little bit because I don't want to pick up a whole new suit or anything like that for this. But oh well, I guess I will just have to deal with it for now. All right, next up is an odd inclusion, but one that I did pick up at one point nonetheless. This is the comic book version of Iron Man, just titled The Invincible Iron Man. So, I mean, as you can see, very, very different from the Iron Man suits that we have now. I mean, look at that compared to this suit here. Also, this helmet doesn't open, whereas the newer ones do, obviously. I mean, it's not that this figure is old, it's just that it's different. So, obviously, this is based on the comics, although it still does have the regular Tony head. You've got your angry face, and you've got your regular face. So, it's printed on the lighter red versus the dark red that all of the other suits are printed on, minus, obviously, specialty ones, such as the Mark 1 or War Machine, Iron Patriot, stuff like that. But all in all, a nice figure, a nice addition to my collection, as General Grievous would say. So let's set him back onto the latest and greatest, or one of the latest and one of the greatest, although the most saddening by all means, the Mark 83, Iron Man's most recent adaptation of his suit, of the nanotech armor as well. So it's fairly similar to the Mark 50 as far as the chest piece goes and all that good stuff, as well as most of the printing on the torso. But it is a little bit different. You've got your pearl gold arms, you've got a lot more gold on the legs, and then obviously you do have the regular Iron Man face there. But look at how differently these are printed. I mean, it's just so different. For the Mark 83, you can see the blotches. You can see it's almost like somebody drew it with a permanent marker, whereas this one is printed very, very nicely. So Lego, I mean, it would have been very nice to to actually get a bit better printing here, but I mean, oh well, there's not really too much we can do about that. I mean, you can always email Lego, but I'll deal. I'll live. One of our final suits before we take a look at the Tony minifigures is this one, the Quantum Realm suit. So you've got your regular Iron Man helmet, you've got your Iron Man face, or Robert Downey Jr. face, and the hologram or holographic face on the front. So again, very great printing on here, but I just don't know how to feel about the white suit and the red helmet. It just looks a bit strange to me. Alright, now on to the Tony minifigures. This is one that I guess could have been considered either, as he's got his helmet, and he's got half of his suit on. This one came in the promotional set. I had to reach over and grab it. That one, the Avengers Tower. So I actually got the chance to pick up 2 of those sets, which is very, very nice. One of them I'm going to keep sealed just for the exclusivity of it, and the other one I built, did a review on. Go check it out. It was pretty solid. I really like the set, but it's great because it's half the Iron Man suit. I'm glad they finally made an iteration of this that turned out fairly well. So the next one here, and one of the classics, actually the classic Tony that they made. This is actually one of the only ones they ever made. They only made like 3, and they're all chilling here. So you've got just your kind of regular old Tony Stark suit. So he's got kind of the athletic gear on. It would have been nice to have short sleeves or the dual molded arms, but this is kind of before they were really doing that a whole ton. So you've got scared Tony and just kind of other Tony. I mean, he has his one raised eyebrow, his brown hair, which is much different than the black spiky hair they use now. But anyway, great minifigure. This figure is actually very rare, so if you get the chance to pick him up for a decent price, go ahead and do that, because this is a minifigure that it will, unfortunately, probably not be coming back. And last but certainly not least, we've got Tony this Tony probably has the best printing of any Tony minifigure, not any Iron Man, but any Tony, as he does have the arm printing here. This is his kind of athletic tracksuit that he's wearing with the chest plate housing the nanoparts, as he put it in the movie, in Infinity War. So you've got all this nice silver camo kind of color. You've got the nice orange printing. There's all this kind of different colors and different styles and everything. Very, very nice. Also a very difficult minifigure to purchase or to pick up, as he exclusively came in the Bricktober pack. So very, very hard to find now. But you've got his regular head here, and then a kind of more scared looking face there. So he's got the spiky black hair. All in all, very nice minifigure though. Some of these are very expensive and very hard to find. Some of them are not. So here we go, everybody. I mean, it's been quite a journey with all the Iron Man minifigures and everything that's gone on, everything that's happened. I hope you guys have seen Endgame at this point. If not, please go see it. It's phenomenal. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about any of them, or just feel like seeing any specific videos, please let me know. I definitely had a lot of fun doing this. I love the Iron Man minifigures altogether. Go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.